Okay, so this is technically day 4. I didn't make a video yesterday because I pretty much slept most of the day. I had gotten off of work, my night shift, and did a few things with the dogs, and then I basically slept, and then it was so late I didn't really feel like making a video. But so let's see. I've made some more decisions about what is to come. I just finished up a 45-hour fast. My goal was 100 hours, and I didn't quite make it halfway. It was the first time I've fasted for, as long as I can remember. I don't remember doing any significant fasts really in my life. But I've been reading a lot about the benefits of fasting, especially the 100-hour fast. So my goal is to work up to that point. Maybe do like every couple weeks or so a fast, and then I'd like to do it once a month. Do a 100-hour fast once a month, because that's what seems to be pretty well recommended. There's another big decision that I've made, but I'm not going to share it on these videos because I don't think it's the right thing to do at this time, but when it comes time to share it, I will. But everything's going well. I still am starting out my days where I really try to... it's become really important for me to do my affirmations in the morning, especially in the morning, although I do them before falling asleep as well, because it really centers my energy. It really centers my calm, my peace, and my focus. Especially that first line of everything is exactly as it should be. Because, for example, this morning I woke up. Today was payday, so I'm checking my account to see how much has come in. They had left off an entire day that hadn't gone in. Looking at all the things I have to pay for, all the expenses that have to come out of it, and it's it feels hectic. It feels chaotic. It feels stressful. Worry could easily follow. So doing my affirmations and saying that first line of everything is exactly as it should be, I can just rest in that, and I can be at peace, and no matter what is happening on the outside, no matter what comes, no matter what life looks like, even though it might look scary, it might be oh no, I don't have enough money on this check to pay this week's bills or whatever. It doesn't matter. Everything is exactly as it should be. The next line is everything is working for me. One of the other lines is my reality is reflecting more and more the decisions of my desires that I've already made and established. It is already mine. And it just puts me back in that, and that's the key. That's the key, is that you have to hold unwaveringly the frequency and vibration of certainty, of this is my reality. I have decided this is my reality. So sure, time might be lagging a little bit, the reality that I see around me might not be there yet, but it is getting there. It is turning into that. slowly but surely and faster each day. And not to be, because what trips, I'm quite sure that what trips people up is they don't get those immediate feedback results of, oh yeah, everything is starting to shape up like exactly what I'm saying. Well, no, it's not immediately, and it's not going to immediately. There has to be some lag time, because it's not an immediate speak it and it's done. It takes a little bit of time. So, of course, that's where I'm at day 4. You know, I'm going to be, I mean, who knows how long it'll take, but by 6 months, by January of next year, I expect to be living in an incredibly beautiful, like beyond belief, beautiful home on hundreds of acres in the mountains, with my infrastructure set up for my dogs. You know, I'm envisioning the fog in the mornings in the mountains and the sunset in the evenings. I'm every day visualizing this place that is my home. I see it, and I imagine myself on the deck, smelling the air, and walking through the forest trails, and I visualize it. I live in it. I say, this is already mine. This is already mine. It's already done. And I live in that. And I am really trying to focus on only what I want and not what I don't want. Not what I see as negative. You know, don't focus on anything negative. So I told you guys in the first videos that I had that tire in, not tire, I keep saying that, nail in my tire, which I swear to you, every 1 to 2 months, I've got a nail in my tire, and I don't understand it. Like, I understand that I do a lot of driving, but it seems absolutely absurd how many nails I get in my tire. But anyway, I just went and got it fixed, and it's like, okay, it was actually really cheap. It was $26 to get it fixed and get my battery and my key fob, because it was dying. So instead of being, you know, oh no, you know, negative, this is terrible, like, just get it done. Be grateful that you've got the money to get it fixed, and that it's not worse. And so that's just like one example of how, okay, sure, it could be seen as something negative, but it doesn't have to be. It's just, you know, I look at it as echoes of yesterday. Like, this is results of old thinking, but I've got a whole new mindset that I've put into place and that I'm living in every single day. And I am fully expecting reality to every single day reflect more and more that mindset. Because it's, some video I was saying, it's like, what you see around you is not the, like, it's not the cause, it's the effect. You are the cause. You affect whatever is around you, whatever you're experiencing in your life. You are the cause of that. And the effect is what you're seeing in your life. Because we are the creators of our reality. I am fully on board with the theory that this is more or less a video game that we have chosen to play, that we've chosen to be in. And I think there's different reasons for each person as to why they chose that. I think for the most part, the reason is for experiencing that which we cannot experience outside of the physical form especially the lower density form. For some, it's, lessons that need to be learned. For others, it's to help those that are within the game evolve and win. So, I think there's tons of reasons why we might enter into this game of Earth, this game of being a human on Earth. But the point is, it's like in the movie, The Matrix, when Neo had that moment of revelation and of clarity, like, I create my reality. These agents and this simulation has this reality, it has no power over me. I have full power over it. And whatever I decide is what is. So he was able to rewrite the script from what, the agent said, oh, I've already won, like, I've already seen how this goes, I win, you lose. And he's like, no, actually, no, I've decided I win and you lose. And he took full power back of his autonomy, of him as the creator of his reality. So we can do the same thing. And that's what I'm trying to document. That's why I've named this page Manifestation Documentation, because that's what I'm just trying to do. I know that I'm not like the influencer type of person. I don't have interest in being that. I'm not doing fancy setups and trying to get follows and likes, and I'm not going to say that stuff because that's not what this is about. This is about sharing in real time as I actually embark on the journey of manifestation and absolutely rewriting my reality in the most extraordinary way. I'm documenting that from the day that I decided, which was July 6th. Today's July 9th, so very early stages, but I'm documenting it. I'm laying out my expectation, my decision, my desire, and now I'm just documenting that process so that even if nobody really sees these videos, in these early stages, once my reality fully shifts to where I am experiencing what I laid out as my decision and desire, then I think, it'll gain more traction, and it can be, and this is the key, it can be revolutionary for others. That's the whole point of me videoing this, is to help other people do what I'm doing. And what so many people have done. So many people. There's so many. It's amazing how many people right now are catching on to this truth and this way that you can be successful and like take control back of your life. So many people are doing that, and it's wonderful. So that's why I'm making these videos. I might have to think of some other things to add to them, because I don't know that I'm going to have that much to say every single day. But, I'm just trying to document the day by day. So, like with the fasting, the idea with the fast is that I am trying to, the main reason I did it was for health purposes. I fully believe that it is incredibly healthy for our bodies to fast. Like, it's such a good practice for everyone to do. I think that we should all probably be fasting 100 hours, which is 4 days and 4 hours, once a month. I'm sure that there's a perfect time to be doing it as far as like when during the month, but I have to look more into that because I'm just now kind of discovering this whole concept of 100-hour fast. So I'll have to look more into when the perfect time is, and also how to do it most efficiently and the best way for your body. But I did about 45 hours for this first attempt, which, I mean, I feel is pretty decent for a first go. But my goal is to get up to 100 hours, and that is for health purposes. But more than that, it's also because I want to master myself, self-mastery, and discipline. And fasting is such a good tool for mastery, because mastering the body, the urges of the body, hunger, and, well, in this case, hunger, mastering that, I feel like will be a very big step, and enlightening for self-mastery. So that's why I did that. And I can say that I feel better. Like, it's kind of funny. I did have Zaxby's. I'm like obsessed with Zaxby's. But I had Zaxby's to break my fast, which obviously not a healthy choice. But I was like craving it so hardcore. Again, that's where I have to work on self-mastery. And this guy's back here again, snoozing. But yeah, I feel a lot better. Like, I feel more energy in me today. Like, I remember when I had eaten the Zaxby's the last time, I said I feel drained. I feel like all the energy is drained out of me. I just feel heavy and just horrible. Well, after eating it after my fast, like, I feel good. I feel more energetic. But that's not because, obviously, that's not because of the Zaxby's. Had I chose to eat like hummus and celery and like a salad, something like that, okay, I would probably be feeling way better right now. But still, the point is that fast allowed my body to reset in a way where when I do give it food, protein and calories, like, it feels invigorating, it feels energetic instead of just heavy. So I can tell it was a good thing. I just have to work on pushing that out. And probably what I'll do is, like, okay, so I made it to about 45 hours this time, so I'll try to make it to 55 hours next time, and then work my way up to 100 hours. And just try and do that gradually, because it is challenging. It is not easy, but especially when you go from eating the way that I do to then not eating at all, it's like pretty. It could be done, but it would be very, very difficult. So that's kind of the updates for now. I feel like my videos are going to be getting shorter. Oh, and I gotta text this guy. So yeah, that's it for today. And I'll be back in the next day or two with more updates.